My first guest tonight is a two-time Oscar winner, an activist, and a cultural icon. She's now the subject of the new documentary, Jane Fonda in 5 Acts.
I was aware that I was being followed, and there was very little attempt to disguise it. There'd be these guys in trench coats with dark glasses. The FBI would follow Vanessa to school. The more I saw them, the more my attitude was, you think I'm gonna back down? I mean, that's one thing, you know, every time people think they're gonna scare me, then that's the wrong way to approach it, because no.
Please welcome back to The Late Show, Jane Fonda.
I like your beard.
Now, wait a second. I want you to say that again so my wife can hear it.
Yeah, I was going to ask what she thinks. I like the beard.
My wife does not like my beard, but I think it gives me secondary male sex characteristics, which I normally don't have. It does. It gives my face a little heft.
Yeah, no,
Thanks very much.
It's very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't let it get longer, though. Don't go Letterman.
No.
Right?
I'll wait till I retire. And then I'll go biblical prophet. Now,
yes.
The documentary, the clip we just saw, Jane Fonda in 5 Acts, premiered last week. It's the story of your life. What is that like to sit in a room while other people see this intimate portrait of your life, some of which I assume must have come as some surprise to you?
Well, I'd written my memoir. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd talked about a lot of the things, but it's different when you actually see it on the screen. And, you know, I didn't have anything to do with how it was edited or anything like that. Susan Lacey, the director, knew what questions to ask, and she knew how to organize the material. And it's scary to watch it because it's not all flattering.
Is there anything that surprised you about your own life when you watched it?
Susan Lacey is, you know, she created American Masters for PBS and did such great work, and then she moved to HBO, and she's really talented, and she got footage that I had never seen. You know, archival home movies, archival stuff.
Well, your dad must have had a lot of home movies because he was a spokesman for GAF, Super 8 Movies.
He was?
For the people at home who don't know.
No, you see the thing, and maybe audiences will relate. People who saw in Golden Pond, they kind of know who he is because he was kind of like Norman Thayer. You know, he was kind of like, yeah, okay. He didn't talk a lot. It's partly generational.
And a little standoffish.
But he loved cameras because they gave him a chance to hide behind a camera. You didn't have to talk to people at a party because you were always taking pictures. Do you know people like that, right? And so he took a lot of home movies, but some of the things aren't even from home movies. I don't know where she got them. It was really interesting to watch, but it's also really scary.
I understand you heard Nixon talking about you for the first time. What did he say about you?
The very first line in the movie is his voice saying, "What's the matter with Jane Fonda?"
Wow.
Which I think is a perfect way to begin the show.
What is the matter with Jane Fonda?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on to another. Look at those bees up there.
And you say...
I don't remember.
And you say your father liked to hide. Interesting. Let's follow that feeling. All right. Now, you tweeted this out the other day. I sure never did expect to see my mugshot on Times Square.
I know.
So there you are right there. What were you being arrested for?
The lighting was so good. I mean, who knew?
Yes. And you held your fist up in your mugshot.
Right.
Very nice of you to keep that in.
Everybody doesn't do that?
It depends on what you're being arrested for.
Right.
What were you being arrested for back in the day?
Nixon set me up. I was traveling from Canada, and I had a suitcase filled with vitamin pills in little envelopes, and they busted me for drug trafficking. And
now, wait a second. Did you put those vitamin pills in the envelopes to make it look like they were drugs to get them back, or were you really just smuggling vitamins in?
I was on a speaking tour. I had vitamins. What do you want? I had, you know, in red nail polish, I'd put on one little thing. It would be B for breakfast and L for lunch and D for dinner. I was really out there in those days. And
Wow.
the arresting officer said to me, I'm working on orders from the White House. You should know this.
Wow,
And
that's kind of flattering.
And there was the headlines, is Fonda smuggling drugs? And then, you know, they sent them all to a lab in Chicago, and it turned out they were vitamins, and there was like this much, you know, oh, sorry, it wasn't drugs, it was vitamins. That's just a little part of what goes on with activists.
Well, how did it feel to know that the President of the United States was targeting you personally?
It didn't feel good. He had better things he should have been focusing on. As when they you know, he wanted to figure out how they could get me for treason. Mm-hmm. And so he assigned to the Justice Department to find a way, and the investigators ended up coming back to him and saying, you know, she didn't commit treason. All she did was make the soldiers think. You should focus on somebody who's really a danger. So I felt pretty good. I was exonerated. And the ACLU took my case and sued, and we were right, and we won.
Now, those men in the...
Yay for the ACLU!
One section of the film focuses on your activism against the war in Vietnam. Have what we've learned about that war in the decades since changed your attitude toward that war, or changed your attitude about what you did at the time?
No, I have, from the moment that I did the bad thing I did, which was I sat on an anti-aircraft gun in North Vietnam. I wasn't even thinking what I was doing, and photographs were taken, and that image went out, and the image makes it look like I was against our soldiers, which was never the case. I had been working with soldiers prior to that, and for years after that. It's why I made the movie Coming Home, but that image is there, and I will go to my grave regretting that. And I knew right away that was wrong, but I had really studied the war. I knew a lot. I learned from soldiers about what was going on. So I don't regret going to North Vietnam. I learned a lot while I was there. According, you know, in the documentary, my second husband, who I really miss, Tom Hayden, he says the bombing of the dikes of North Vietnam stopped because Jane Fonda went there and exposed it. And I'm proud of that because I think it saved a lot of lives.
Well, some people... a lot of people...
and then there's this.
Yeah, a lot of people got to know you as the Jane Fonda original workout. People were sort of surprised when they saw this because they knew sort of the activist Jane Fonda, the very socially conscious actress, and then suddenly this. What actually was going on here? Well,
my Tom Hayden, my second husband, and I had started an organization in California. It was a statewide organization called the Campaign for Economic Democracy. California is huge. It took a lot of money to have this organization, which did absolutely great things. And it was during a recession, and I had to figure out, I got to start a business that can make money for the organization, and it was the workout. And all the money from the workout went to Campaign for...
So all of this was to raise money?
Yeah, for the Campaign for Economic Democracy.
You must have raised some serious coin.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I had no idea. You're still an activist. You still work to make the world a better place as you see it. What are the causes that are weighing heaviest on your mind right now?
Everything. No,
all of the above.
what I do, you know, when the election happened in November 2016, you know, like a lot of people, I thought, what can I do? And I decided that I needed to put my focus on organizations that were on the ground in the middle of the country, in those places where people those union jobs that paid well and allowed them to have a piece of the American pie disappeared. And they are scared and angry and they're hurting, and people aren't paying enough attention to that. So I decided that I wanted to throw myself in with organizations that were working on the ground. I don't talk so much about candidates or parties, but like in Michigan, and I drag Lily Tomlin with me because she comes from Michigan. And we go to Michigan to fight for one fair wage. Because you know that the federal mandate for restaurant workers is $2.13? You can't live on $2.13. It all goes to taxes. In Michigan, I think it's $3.28 or something. So you're totally dependent on tips, and the stuff they have to put up with is the worst sexual abuse of almost any industry. And so Lily and I have traveled on a number of occasions all through Michigan, talking to people, knocking on doors, raising money for one fair wage to get that on the ballot.
Jane, thank you so much for being here. Lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
Jane Fonda in 5 acts premieres Monday on HBO.